What is going on, guys? Today, I've got a preview for my Manchester United FIFA 18 Career Mode series. And for those of you that didn't know, I am going to be doing a Manchester United FIFA 18 Career Mode series. Going to be starting in a few days now, with the early access going to be available on the 21st. I've got the game downloaded, so I just need to wait until they basically make it available to play on early access through EA Access on the Xbox One. So I'm excited for that. But today, I wanted to go through the Manchester United squad on the demo and take a look and get some suggestions from you guys as well. What I want in the comments, I want you to let me know what players you think I should sign, and maybe tactical stuff as well, formation. But in career mode, for me, I like to use the default formation of a team until really results aren't going too well, then I change it up, which is often the case as well at the start, but it's learning the new team. But I do like to play with the default formation, the formation they use in real life, whoever I'm managing in their career. So yeah, what I want to know is players you want me to sign, and also positions. If you can't quite think of a specific player, let me know what position you think needs strengthening, because yeah, exactly like I said, when I get the game, that's going to be one of the first things. When I go into the career mode, I'm going to look at this video for the comments from you guys who you think I should sign. Obviously, I'll try and use scouting, but I don't completely like the GTN scout. Never really liked that since they added it, to be honest. Really miss the old system for searching players in the game. But yeah, for the most part, I will be looking to who you guys suggest. That's what I've done, really, opposed to using that feature in the game. I try and be more interactive with you guys. But anyway, this is the default formation where I've made some changes, and don't forget, Ibrahimovic is not in the demo, so I could have in the back of my mind a two-striker formation using two strikers, because you got Lukaku and you got Rashford, and don't forget Ibra, and then maybe you could sign one more. You could play Martial, but something I noticed right away is the wingers. Martial left wing, Mkhitaryan right wing. They're right mid and left midfield, their best positions, but Mkhitaryan is very, very good. Martial is a good player first up, but you know, in career mode, he's going to be amazing because he's 21. So, you know, his development is going to be insane. I know my FIFA 17 career mode, yeah, he was one of my best players a few seasons in, that is for sure. So, yeah, that's good. But outside of that, the wingers outside of that is a bit of a problem. Juan Mata, he's more preferred center attacking mid. He can play out on the right, cut in on his left, so that's all right, but he's 29 as well, so you can't rely on him for too long, and his sprint speed is 63, so you might want to bring him on as a central midfielder. In this formation will probably be the best. But then you got Lingard, who's 24 years old now. He's got some nice traits, though. Flair, long shot taker outside of the foot. Yeah, they're actually really decent traits. But he's 24, and 78 overall is not good enough for a Manchester United player. Honestly, I think you can get a decent amount out of him. Like, he's quick. He's quick, and with those traits, and he's got some decent skill attributes. Decent ball control, 82, one of his best attributes. So, yeah, he's got some decent attributes. His long shots is 80, so I think I even scored a few with him in FIFA 17 career mode. Not too many, because, yeah, you wouldn't use him so much. You get big money with United as well, so you can bring in a bigger winger. That's probably going to be the biggest, I suppose, question to you guys. That will be an important signing. I would want to spend big on a really, really good winger. But just imagine that. Then you would think where Martial, Mkhitaryan, one of them wouldn't start as well. So it all goes into that kind of discussion, because I like to be realistic, and I know people who watch career mode videos, a lot of people like it to be fairly realistic anyway, so you still enjoy the career mode for as long as you can. But sometimes it's hard to do to please everyone, because someone will complain about certain signings, so I don't like to overthink it too much. I just try and sign players that's good for the team, and that doesn't feel totally unrealistic, you know, because you don't want to limit yourself with signings. But that's on the wingers. I'm sure you guys will leave your thoughts there. And the strikers, I think in this formation, the striker setup is good. You got Lukaku, Rashford, and like I said, Ibra will be updated in the full game. So yeah, I think using this formation, strikers are fine. But if you think I could use another striker, that will be effective, because don't forget, Rashford is still only 79. In the first season, he may not be completely dominant. He's still fairly decent. definitely plan to train him up. He's already got the pace, so he's got that set in stone. Just try and improve his finishing a bit more, and he will be golden. But if you want someone more world-class in the first season in terms of striker, let me know. And then we'll just move into the next position. That's central midfield. We've got Pogba, Herrera, and then we got Matic from Chelsea. That is a fantastic signing. Absolutely love Matic as that defensive midfielder at his very best. When Chelsea won the league, he was, to me, he was the best defensive midfielder in the Premier League, and probably top 5 in the world. So really, really good at his very best. And how old is he now as well? 29. So you got to keep that in your mind as well. But because he doesn't need to rely on pace, he's got 68 sprint speed. So he's going to be decent for you, and hopefully for me, for a few seasons, even into his 30s, like 32, 33, or really until he retires or his overall drops too much. Hopefully that doesn't happen in FIFA 18 career mode, but we still have to see. So central midfielders, Fellaini, he is very good in FIFA. He is better than he probably is in real life. People don't really like him, but he's valuable in FIFA because strength is so important. Strength has pretty much overtaken pace as the most important thing in FIFA. It just helps you so much on those one-on-one battles. And look at that, aggression 94, and even great stamina. Yeah, 85, that's pretty good. And then 92 strength. Stamina is important for career mode in FIFA, definitely with substitutions and all that. But yeah, good ball control and heading accuracy, and then passing is kind of just decent. And he's 6'4" as well. So yeah, he's going to be... He's not a guy that you would want to be one of your starting central midfielders, like one of your best central midfielders. For the rotation option, yeah, definitely, he can play a good role. So I do feel like, even Carrick as well, like, is he not going to retire yet as well? He's like 36. So, yeah, I'd definitely say another central midfielder would be needed. I'm not sure a more defensive-minded one or a more attacking-minded one. And Pogba is kind of mixed between both, because Herrera, yeah, more that creative type and more that defensive type in midfield. So that will be up for consideration. And also, guys, obviously here I'm asking for suggestions for first team players, but let me know young players with potential you'll want me to sign. And this is the best time, because people can't say, like, don't sign that player because everyone signs him. The game is not even out yet, so you can't. I can be one of the first people to sign him. So yeah, I can actually do those signings. Doesn't matter if they're popular players or whatever, like a popular high potential prospect, I can still do it because the game is not out yet. You can't really say no one else has signed them because the game's not out. That's going to be my logic anyway. So yeah, to go for some high potential players. So yeah, suggest as many as you can, because that's something I like to do. And you guys, for the most part, the majority of people like to see the development, how they develop, and if they do actually reach their potential, and how they will go in FIFA 18, because no one really knows yet. I think a few guys got invited, like from England, to play the game early. Advantages of being a FIFA YouTuber from England. I'm from Australia. Yeah. But anyway, guys, that is it for the central midfielders. And now the defense. The defense is a very interesting one for me. The biggest one I like, at least for the first season, is Antonio Valencia at right back. High work rates, decent speciality in engine, pretty important, and traits, team player and backs into player. But physicality, this is what I love about Valencia, and his mental attributes as well. But that's what I rate. For a 32-year-old player, EA haven't completely destroyed him yet. It will be interesting to see how he goes after a season. But yeah, that sprint speed. Players that have the mix of pace and strength are always beastly, and it's good to have that in a defender. And he's got some decent skill attributes. When he bombs forward and get a cross in, 85 crossing is pretty good, actually, for a fullback. And then 85 shot power. And tackling his tackling isn't horrendous. I think the last few seasons he's played more as a fullback, he has improved in his defensive side of his game. So that's always good to see. But you got to still think about the future. Like, if there is a young right back, high potential, that's who I'm going to be going for. Because if you look at the team, there's not much. You got Fosu Mensah, but for me, his attributes suit more to a defensive mid. You see, he's quick. His strength is okay. But yeah, I feel the player he strikes me as he's better as a center defensive midfielder. So yeah, he can go down as one of those positions. Got Tuanzebe, he's center back, but where are the young fullbacks? We've got a couple left backs in there. Borthwick Jackson, who's 20. Then you got Mitchell, who's 20. I'm not sure if they were 18, had a couple more years of development into them, so they could be about 70 overall. But when they were 20, maybe. So yeah, Borthwick Jackson. That's what I'm talking about. Mitchell kind of here. Yeah, and he plays multiple positions. Can even play striker, a bit mixed. Can see how we can train him up. How's his pace? He's not completely pacey, but we'll have to see. Borthwick Jackson, he's not that pacey as well. In terms of, you've got to think the attributes you'll develop with him. Just try and make him a bit stronger defensively. I think he's one worth keeping over Mitchell. Maybe Mitchell loan out first season. That's the way I see it. You got Pereira in there as well, Brazil. But yeah, on my points, there's not many right backs in the team as a whole, and for the future looking forward. Left backs, you got Blind there, and then we've got Darmian and Luke Shaw. I think I probably will keep, but he's not even 80 overall. He's quick. The sprint speed, 88, decent strength, so he's going to be good in the 1-1 battles, especially being quick to catch up to the wingers, especially. And then skill attributes are they're easy to train up. You just put him on those defending training sessions. Then his defensive attributes will push into the 80s, and he's 22, so he's going to still have some good development. But yeah, I don't like his starting rating. I prefer Blind or Darmian. Darmian is useful because he can play right back as well, so we know we'll have that cover at least at right back, even for the second season. Still a first team guy, depending. Well, it just really what happens to Valencia, how much his attributes will be affected. And then we'll talk about the centre-backs. I like the centre-backs, but I feel it lacks a world-class centre-back. Like, other teams fighting for the title would have a world-class centre-back. I feel Eric Bay would play like that because he's only 23, so he's going to become amazing. He's got the physical ability, as I mentioned, and then very strong defensively. Both tackling stats there, both tackling attributes, 85, 6'2", can play right back as well, but he'll be more that defensive option. So, yeah, very interesting with the centre-backs. That other centre-back to partner him. You got Rojo. He can play left-back as well. He's good. He's good, but there'll be some games, yeah, maybe he won't be as consistent as you would like. Maybe as Bay would be in terms of the one-on-one battles. But Chris Smalling, 81 overall. He was really good for me in FIFA 17 career mode. He was really, really strong, and I'd expect the same from him. But he's injury prone as well. So we've got a few injury prone defenders in the team. So that is not going to help injury prone players in general. So yeah, 6'4", he's going to be tall. Or he is tall. So you play him with Bay, and like when crosses come in or goal kicks, like you're a really good chance to win headers. So I probably will look to start Smalling ahead of Rojo. And then there's Phil Jones. I feel a bit underrated, but again, another injury-prone player. So he's decent, and he's been pretty good so far this season for me, for Manchester United. So I want to give him a go. He's 25, probably not going to improve so much more, but you could see him moving up to an 80, 81 in the game, in career mode as he progresses. But yeah, I still need to look for another big centre-back, I'd say. So, and like I talk on the wingers, got Ashley Young is a right back now, and he's probably going to be one I will sell, to be honest. I wouldn't want to use Ashley Young as a defender. Tackling ability not good enough. He's lost his pace now, and he's not strong. He doesn't have any good enough reasons to keep him, to use him in that position. Right back, yeah, we need someone in right back, but yeah, he's not the one. I'd rather sell Ashley Young and then spend the cash, even though there'll be a lot of cash in the bank anyway, on a younger guy, the best young prospect as a right back, bring him into the team to overtake from Valencia when Valencia declines. And even maybe consider the same for left back. If Luke Shaw, depends what Luke Shaw's potential is in the game. He's still young enough, so yeah, can train him. But yeah, then you got Lingard. Where's that other quality winger? We need to bring back the quality wingers to Manchester United. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. So let me know what you think. And goalkeeper is pretty straightforward. We got De Gea, who's still only 26. So yeah, I'm going to have 4 or 5 seasons being one of the best, if not the best goalkeeper in the world. So yeah, if you enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, but the most important thing is to leave a comments of the players you would like me to sign. And if you see someone you agree with in the comments, make sure to leave a thumbs up as well. And then, as I mentioned, young players, because it will be the opportunity to actually use them first before there'll be a player that everyone signs. Because yeah, I always get those comments in series when I start a new career mode, but at the start of a new FIFA game, people want to see them because they haven't seen them yet. So yeah, get them in the first career mode, I will do. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time.